Indian soldiers fought alongside Ethiopians for the liberation of Ethiopia in 1941. Our formal diplomatic relations began soon after India became independent. But even before embassies were set up, our people had already started writing a new chapter together. Thousands of Indian teachers came to Ethiopia. They taught children in Addis Ababa, in Dire Dawa, from Bahirdar to Mekele. They reached Ethiopian schools and entered Ethiopian hearts. Even today, many Ethiopian parents speak warmly about Indian teachers who shaped the future of their children. And just as Indian teachers came here, Ethiopian students also traveled to India, seeking knowledge and friendship. They went to India as students and returned home as the builders of modern Ethiopia. I am told that some of them are present here in this parliament right now. Including the Honorable Speaker Tagese Chapo. They have also played a special role in building our people-to-people ties because they introduced Ethiopian cuisine in India. In India, we also enjoy eating Sri Anna, millets like ragi and bajra. So, the flavor of Ethiopian taf is very comforting for us. And since we enjoy eating the Indian thali, the European bayanetu also feels very familiar to us. Honorable members, today Indian companies are among the largest foreign investors in Ethiopia. They have invested more than $5 billion in diverse sectors like textiles, manufacturing, agriculture, health, and more. And they have created more than 75,000 local jobs. But I'm sure we can all agree our partnership has a lot more potential. That is why Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed and I took a big step forward yesterday. We have decided to elevate our bilateral relationship to the level of a strategic partnership. This will unleash the potential of our economics through cooperation in technology, innovation, mining, sustainability, and clean energy. It will also secure the future of our peoples through cooperation in food security, health security, and capacity building. In addition, we will also enhance our trade and investment cooperation as well as on defense and security matters. Honorable members, as developing countries, we have a lot to learn from and offer to each other. Agriculture forms the backbone of our two nations. It feeds our people. It sustains our farmers. It connects tradition with innovation. We can work together to develop better seeds, irrigation systems, and soil health technologies. As climate change affects rainfall and crop cycles, we can share knowledge in climate resilient farming, from dairy farming to farm mechanization, from millet research to food processing. Together, we can help our farmers prosper. Honorable members, in India, we have built a robust digital public infrastructure. It has transformed the way we deliver services and how people access them. Today, every citizen in India can use technology for payments, for identity, and for government services. More than half of the world's real-time digital payments now happen in India. Welfare benefits worth over $500 billion have reached hundreds of millions of beneficiaries directly in their bank accounts without leakages or corruption. 3 times every year, nearly 100 million farmers receive financial assistance at the click of a button. As you roll out the Digital Ethiopia 2025 strategy, we are ready to share our expertise and our experience with Ethiopia. And we are honored that you have picked India as a trusted partner to develop the data center for your foreign ministry. Honorable members, India is known as the pharmacy of the world. During the COVID pandemic, the entire world was worried. It was a very difficult time. Despite limited resources, we considered it our sacred duty to humanity to do everything possible to help others.